Three, two, one.
Okay, we are officially back to it. Heading to the office to do some work. I'm not gonna kill myself today if I don't get a lot done or as much as I hope done today. Today I'm really just trying to get back into the swing of things. This week I'm planning to do some stuff for my advisor back in Boston. We were working on a project and I think this is a great time because I have this like extra week to go knock it out the park. So that's my plan for this week. Hopefully it doesn't take terribly long and then I can hop back over to this PhD business stuff. As I mentioned, it is still technically Easter break and this place is empty. Okay, done with back to the office day one. As I mentioned, I am working on a little project for my advisor back in Boston currently. And I've made a lot of progress on it today, actually. I'm quite happy with that. Still some kinks and stuff I need to work out, but things are good on this front, and hopefully I'm done with it soon. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of bored doing nothing over break. That was part of the motivation for me coming back, even though I technically have another week off. I just wanted to be productive. I just wanted to do stuff. I'm here for 3 years, which is not a lot of time, so gotta make the most of it while I still got it.
I have this IDL code which models the atmosphere of Jupiter and interactions of solar photons with the atmosphere. That's what this code does. I have it running. That's what all these outputs are for a bunch of different species and a bunch of other numbers, which just help me check. And they all get output onto this one, onto this one document. J, that's photoionization rates, dates. At 10.7, this is just how often, or the strength of the sun, I guess. And these are a bunch of different species that exist there. And then all these numbers, these are just rates of how often the solar photons are ionizing the atmosphere of Jupiter. As you can see, these are all the same numbers, which means I'm doing something wrong. And that's what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to fix this.
All right, so I fixed my code and it is all up and running now. So we're running this over a historical data set from 2002 to 2024. And I'm not really great at computer science. I'm not like good at optimizing and stuff like that. So this will take like 8 hours to run. But hopefully, let's see, it's 10:15 right now. So hopefully this is done before I leave for the office so I can send this back to my boss man back in Boston. That is hopefully the plan. And honestly, I thought this project would take me a lot longer to do. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day, to be honest. I may pivot and I may start working back on my actual PhD stuff, but we will see. That's probably what I'm gonna do though. All right, so finish up everything I wanted to do. I'm letting the model run. Hopefully it's done by the time I get back to the office tomorrow. The gym is closed for some reason. I think I'm just gonna go to the golf course. Hit some balls. Be outside. That's my plan for the rest of the day.
Always thankful for my guy Evan with the rides to Morrison's.
Okay, today's Wednesday. Hopefully my model is done running so I can send all these numbers to boss man in Boston. If not, well, I just keep letting it run and then I'm gonna pivot back to my PhD research stuff. Not gonna lie, after coming back from 2 weeks of doing nothing to my PhD stuff, it's hard to find the groove and the motivation to start working again. So I just need to remind myself with perspective how grateful I am to be here and the work that needs to be done by me, because what I signed up for is what I wanted to do. As always, keeping perspective, that's always numero uno. Okay, I have bad news. So apparently when my computer sleeps, it doesn't run still, which is weird because for my old computer, which was also Windows system, it would run even though it was in sleep mode. So my solution was to just download something like an auto clicker or something that presses a key so that my computer falls asleep, but it's kind of a waste of a day. And I had some more code that I wanted to run, but now I have to wait another day for it to catch up. So it's kind of a slow day today because I was just letting my model run. Hopefully it's done by tomorrow. I'm not even sure if it will be, but yeah, so mainly just waiting for that to be done. I got some more code in line to run as soon as that's done. So yeah, I guess I just pivoted. I just did a lot of reading and just continuing to work on my first year report. And now I'm off to the gym.
Okay, I downloaded this like clicker thingy, which clicks my screen every like minute, so the screen doesn't turn off. And I was gone at the gym for an hour, and it's still running, so I have high hopes. So I was here for 8 hours today, solid 9 to 5. But we only got through. We started in 2002. We only got, it's 2000. As you can see, it says, here's my finger, 2007. So 5 years and 8 hours. I don't think that this will be done by the time I come back to the office tomorrow.
All right, today is Thursday. Heading to the office. Hopefully my code is done running. I doubt it though, if it even is running. But it doesn't matter because today the plan is just work on my first year report. Add some figures, which I probably should have done earlier. Right now we're chilling at about 12 pages, single space, no figures. I think the target that I've seen other first year reports is 30, 35 pages. I've seen 60, but I'm not doing 60. So yeah, I think I'm at a good place right now in terms of content, which is good because planning is not usually my thing, but okay, good news. My code was still running when I got back. Looks like the app I downloaded is good. However, it's not done yet. I think it'll be done in a couple hours or so. So I kind of just spent the rest of the day adding images to my first year report. And then it blew up my page count from like 13 to 20 pages. So I'm not complaining, but just gonna go home now, maybe relax for a bit, eat some food, and then come back in a couple hours. And hopefully my code will be done running by then, and then I can send that off to boss man, and then yeah, that'll be a solid day.
All you need for a proper sandwich: some bread, some mayo, and some ham. That's all you need.
Okay, I have unfortunate news. When I got back, it was almost done, and I was all happy. But just out of safety's sake, I was like, let me just count everything. Let me just double check everything to see if it's good. Just to see, you know. And my model is supposed to output 42 numbers. But I kept counting the number over and over again. And there were 41. I completely forgot that I added an extra reaction to my model. And I forgot to account for that, so I wasn't, so yeah, because I forgot to add just this one reaction, I need to run the whole thing all over again. And it's been, let's see, 24 plus 12, it's been about 30 some hours. So this will be done on Saturday. Everything has been fixed now, but just me not counting properly. It's okay, you know, it's okay. Okay, today's Friday. After yesterday's setback, today's gonna be much like yesterday, where I kind of do my code run and I do some reading and work on my first year report, which is fine, honestly, because there's a lot of stuff I want to read and I want to put into my report. I've been reading other people's theses and first year reports, and they have so many citations. So that just lets me know how much more reading I have to go do. And
Besides, I mean, I want to read it all anything. I want to read it all anyway. There's just not enough hours in the day. Simple day today. Straightforward day today.
Okay, so while I have been letting my model run, I have been reading this monster of a paper. Delamar and Badginal 2010 Solar Wind Interactions with Magnetosphere. I think that's the name of the title. So here's the paper. I'm on section 4.2. I'm only halfway done with this. If I didn't have Gemini explaining some of these terms, I would have no idea what is happening. So this is kind of my setup for how I read and take notes. So paper, help to explain terms, and then where I take notes. I'm on 14 pages right now, and I'm only halfway done with this. This is a monster, but it's really good, really in-depth. I really like this paper. So basically when it comes to Jupiter, there's kind of this whole debate about whether its magnetic field is open, meaning that it's connected to space, or if it's closed, where it's not open to space. That's kind of the dilemma that I am here to help potentially add fuel to the fire too. I don't particularly have a strong preference. I'm kind of still like learning what the whole debate is about. But it's really interesting. I have no idea what the proper answer is. But anyways, I'm doing something new now that I've started yesterday actually. It's 2 p.m. right now. I'm gonna go home and have a snack. Like, I only live like 10 minutes away. I have time to go back to my dorm, make myself a sandwich. I don't need to be here all day and starve. So I'm gonna go make myself a sandwich because I'm hungry. And then I'll come back. Okay, solid day. Now off to go rock climb to finish it off.